they've been playing together for a long time. We knew we had a really good team. We kind of hit a kind of dry spell in the middle of the season a little bit. Some guys were gone. Some people take vacations for a month and stuff. But what was fun is the last 3 or 4 games, these guys really got their rhythm and their stride. And, you know, we just kind of let the kids go. And they did a great job. So we got a lot of stuff for them. They get championship bags. Only a handful of kids in all of El Dorado Hills have these bags, all right? So we also, for everyone, you get a free burger hut. It's a burger, fries, and a drink. All right.
Free burgers.
And we got some medals that we expect everyone to wear around school.
I know I am.
All right. So I think we're gonna just take a second and talk about each one of the kids really quick. And Jack and I will each say a few words about each kid. But we have a lot of kids that have played together, and we have a couple new ones that haven't played together. And I think for maybe 1 or 2, it's their first or second year playing basketball. And so the first kid, we're really excited. A very happy kid. He loves coming out and playing. He hit some big shots the last couple games. One shot. And so we're really excited about him. And he needs to keep playing basketball. You got anything about Hayden?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things is his shooting percentage is probably the highest on the team. He doesn't take a lot of shots. But he takes the one where he's wide open and he usually makes it. So it's just he just got a lot better during the season. Played really kind of smart, scrappy basketball. It was awesome to see.
Good job, Hayden.
All right.
Okay, so the next kid, we're trying to get him really aggressive in rebounding. The last 4 or 5 games, he started getting a lot of rebounds. I think last game 8 rebounds. He did a really good job. And once we coach him and we tell him what's going on and stuff, he usually is a great listener and he figures it out.
Yeah. Also, you know, down to the ground, scrappy. You know, when you're talking about trying to contribute in some way, and you've got some scores on the outside, you got to figure out other ways to contribute. And so sometimes it's about getting tip balls or loose balls. But going from 8 rebounds last game, I think he had another 6 rebounds this game. Alex did an awesome
Good job, Alex.
Yeah.
All right. So I was excited. Cade was he got on our team late. It worked out perfectly for us because the team was already set. One guy dropped off, and then we gave Cade a call saying, hey, we need you to come play. And Cade's one of the quickest kids in the league. Great kid. We love him. And yeah, you got anything?
I just like seeing him shoot that baseline jumper. I mean, it's like a it's like bam, but he makes it so consistently. Definitely one of the fastest kids in the league. So that was you need to have some speed on your team to play the kind of defense that we did. So he did a great job this season.
Good job, Cade.
Good job, Cade.
So this guy's one of our better shooters, and although he's not the tallest guy on the team, he's probably the most scrappy. You probably see him on the ground just as much as anybody else. This guy plays great defense and is a great outside shooter. I think he needs to shoot more, candidly. And we got a couple guys on this team that could really shoot the ball, but Tyler's, I think, one of our better shooters.
Yeah, and he really helped us kind of settle down the offense and run the offense and stuff, but we always love having Tyler, one of our 3 guys up front with the trapping and really playing solid defense. Good job, Tyler.
Good Tyler.
So the next is our big guy, and when I found out we had Evan on the team, we were really excited because not only is Evan a great rebounder, but he's one of the fastest big kids in the league. And Evan, if you saw the last 4 or 5 games, when he gets the rebound, if he can get it right off the glass, he scored a lot of points in the last 3 or 4 games because he was getting that down. But great attitude, always has some advice and stuff, and I've never seen him get frustrated. So we love that about the kids.
Probably the most. I mean, we got a lot of gentlemen on our team, but I think this guy's probably the most gentlemanly of any player that I've coached. He's just super respectful. Great listener. I like the fact that around the hoop he just all of a sudden his touch started coming down these last couple of games, right? And early in the season it was Brick City, buddy, right? And everything was blank. And late in the season, full court sprint, still finishing. I mean, it was pretty awesome to see.
Big one today too. Big one today.
Nice job, Evan.
Good job. All right, next kid is probably one of my favorite kids. Nick is always a hustler. We had Nick last year. Love the kid because you can always tell Nick to go on to guard someone and he'll do it. He's a great kid. He's the kind of kid that we can get on a little bit because he's really assertive and he'll listen to the coaches But pleasure to coach Nick. We love the guy, and we're grateful to have him back, and we'll see what we can do about next year. All right.
I'd also say you could put him on someone who's 4 or 5 inches taller. It doesn't matter. He's so physical that he's going to slow that guy down. And so what I like to see late in the season is all of a sudden offensively, you started driving to the basket. You started looking for your shot a little bit more. And offensively, what we saw was all the shots being taken by a couple of players early in the season to this distribution where Nick started contributing, everybody started. Hayden's hitting the shot. Alex. So I like to see that shot distribution. But Nick, you did a really good job of taking the ball in the basket, kind of shifting from almost exclusively defense to being more of an offensive player late in the season.
Yeah, and Jack keeps stats, and Nick's one of the guys that kind of fills up all the stats. He gets some points, assists, rebounds. He does a little bit of everything. Good job, Nick. All right, that's it. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks.
So nice, Dad.
All right, we'll talk
I'd like to talk about my favorite player, Austin. Jackson. Go ahead. All right. Well, Austin fills up the stat sheet too. I mean, offensively, it's instant offense when he's on the floor. But I think more than anything else is court leadership. He seems to take the energy level of the entire team up when he's on the floor. Because when you're playing that intensely and when you're that focused and that passionate about the game, I think just the people around you kind of step up their game. So I appreciate his steals. He usually leads the team in steals. I appreciate his points. Oftentimes he leads the team in points. But mostly I appreciate his energy level on the court and the way it kind of takes the entire team up the next level. So that's what I love about Austin.
Yeah, we're one game, I think 3 or 4 games ago, Austin had 14 steals one game.
17.
I don't know about that. But
What's my record? I beat Peyton.
so I'm probably the hardest on Austin, but he knows that I love him, and he is when Austin's one of the best defensive players in the whole league, flat out. I'd put Austin on anyone. In the game today against Jacob, which is probably one of the best kids in the league, Austin shut him down. Yeah. And so he did a great job. Good job, Austin.
Yeah.
All right. Jack and I have been coaching for a long time together, and so I've been able to coach Jackson for a long time. Jackson, in my mind, is one of the smartest kids out there, and about halfway through the season, we were kind of getting in a rut on offense, and Jack came to me saying, I think we should put Jackson at the point guard. He can get into the middle, and he's really smart to make good passes in addition, get everyone involved. And that's what we did. And part of our success in winning this whole thing is because Jackson kind of took the lead. We took Tyler, we took Cade, we took Austin, we spread them out onto the wings a little bit so they can get some shots, and we had Jackson kind of make plays in the middle. One of the smartest kids, but a great kid to coach. He's always coming up going, I got an idea, here's why don't we do this? Why don't we do give and goes and stuff? And definitely a pleasure to coach. You like it?
It's just been fun having Jackson make all these new friends and play on the team. The little known secret about Jackson is that he's actually the one doing all the coaching behind the scenes. He's the one that the stats, probably more than me or Jeff. He's the one that's thinking about the plays. He's the one that's, I think he's a much better coach than I'll ever be. And it's just fun to be able to play with your kid and have him meet a bunch of nice kids and hang out with all of your family. So I just appreciate the opportunity to hang out with Jackson and meet all of you.
All right, Jackson.
Woo!
All right, Jackson.
All right. Hey, I got one left, and I know Jack really likes hamburgers, so I'm gonna give this one to him. But Jack is we joke around our families that he's the one that kind of settles me down a little bit. So if you see Jack kind of pulling on the back of my shirt once in a while, that's because my wife asked him to. But Jack's been he's really good he keeps stats for the team, which is really good because it helps us take a look and see where we can put the kids in positions to be successful. And he's always got great ideas and stuff. And he actually, when I was gone last week, he said we won by 17. I don't know if you even need to come back anymore. But I really love and appreciate Jack, and so thank you, Jack, for helping out. Hey, thanks, parents. It was a lot of fun this year, and all of these kids need to continue to play basketball. Basketball is one of those sports that, even when you get older, like us, there's a chance you can play with friends and stuff. So have them keep playing, have them keep working on things, and thanks for all your support this year. So let's bring it in one more thunder on 3. Let's go. Bring it in, guys. Let's go.